And
Hello,
we're
hello,
back?
hello. Welcome back
Yes?
to Slopes Arcade.
Okay. All right, we're back. We're back. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome
Silicon
back. Welcome
Slopes
back.
here at the
Had a
Tech
little,
Summit
yeah.
2020.
Had a little bit of a snafu there, but we're good to
Yeah.
go now with no issues. Pandarian versus Nico. Going to continue the action on that front, which is going to be very exciting.
So I believe Pandarian is down 2 sets right now in the round robin. So I think I think regardless of this, he is going to be making it, or going to go to the loser side of or start off the loser side of the bracket. But Nico, on the other hand, is 1-1. So if he wins, then they have a 3-way tie of sets between Louis Money, Best Ness, and Nico. All of them having two sets apiece. So it'll have to come down to head-to-heads, I believe, is how the first tiebreaker works. And if that isn't the case, then games as well. So this is less important for Pandarian or more important for Nico's end here, right?
I feel that.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be exciting either way. I mean, Pandarian obviously eager to get it going for sure, and Nico's already had some success on screen, no doubt about that.
For sure.
We know how gifted he can be, so it should be a fun exchange between the two.
Yeah. And obviously Pandarian does want to win this set just to have some positive momentum going into the bracket and feeling good about his play overall.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get it. Game number 1, Shulk. Pokemon trainer. No surprises there. Quick up B out of shield already. Oh, man, Nico, oh my goodness, he put himself in a worse for wear situation. Pandarian, just right off the jump, really stacking up that damage.
Yeah, it's going to be how Pandarian does versus the shield art, right? Because as soon as he started his low percent combos that Squirtle is very adept at doing, he immediately goes right into the shield art. So it's going to be interesting to see how he counterplays that, because you can kind of back up and do some damage as they're jumping away. But a lot of good percent right now built for Pandarian's end.
Very quick tech chase being delivered from my man Pandarian. Nico looking to respond. One thing I really enjoy about Nico is his ability to really manage his arts so well.
Yeah. There's a good timing too, right? As soon as you are off of shield art, then you can't use it again for a certain amount of time, and I feel like he plays around that very, very well.
Oh,
okay.
Maybe left himself a little too susceptible there. Obviously, Pandarian wasn't going to let you get a little too, get away with that one too many times. That up smash, obviously, delivering. All right, so let's go bring out the Ivysaur.
Yep, and he's keeping him in the corner for the most part, so. See, look at that. See, he waited. He got hit by the up air, and then he waited for the shield art to come online, and then he punished with a secondary up air. So, kind of mitigating that shield art.
Oh, wow, that was a really good up B decision. This has just been a tremendously good stock for Pandarian.
For sure. Man. Still on his first stock.
Seriously. Wow, okay, so potential 3 stock could be development if this pace continues. Nico with no answers for Pandarian at the moment. However, that up B will finally slow him down just a tad.
Yeah, that's what I love about this this tournament format and the players that they picked. Everyone has counter matchups that they're good at, right? So no one is like a huge heavy favorite here in this tournament, being 31 to 40 in PGR ranking. Also, doing multi-hits like that while the shield Monado is online is very good, because each hit is going to drain the time on the meter there.
Definitely.
It's a very smart of him to use that kind of option.
All right, he's in Buster at the moment, though, wearing out. Oh, wow. There you go. Just easy confirms and follow-ups being shown and delivered by Pandarian. This is some of the best play I've seen from him all day. Nico really under duress.
For sure. Okay, now he's getting a trap situation. It looked like he had a good read on him wanting to go into the stage like that, but couldn't quite punish. And just the way that he's tricking up Nico while Nico's stuck in shield has been working out so well. That's going to do it, falling down with the up air after getting him into the shield Monado.
Yeah. Super good. There you have it. Terrific game number 1 from Pandarian. Look at him get himself a W on the stream. Nico, a concern in his eyes, like, well, kind of let that one get away from me, but obviously somebody who can expect to retaliate in a solid fashion.
For sure, yeah, not a stranger to adapting to his opponent. Actually, he won Play for Heart, and he's also won Genesis Black, over a lot of good players that were there in both those tournaments. So can't count him out in any set.
Well, here we are, game number 2 Again, terrific game from Pandarian. Really just, I surprised a lot of people taking that with a 2-stock. Nico, no answers early on, and that was kind of the trend of the entire matchup. So you can have more of a concise and clean start. Not doing too bad of a job, but as I finish that, looks like Pandarian looking to assert himself, but here we go, this speed boost at the moment. That speed art just allowing him to cover so much ground, and it goes right into smash. And it's kind of the perfect, oh my goodness, the double parry, that was clean, bro. And you know Nico, he's not gonna shy away. He'll apply all that pressure with those fares, reverse his up Bs to kind of cover your
for sure.
Attempt back to the ledge, like, yeah, man, just has it all.
For sure. Anytime he has you high percent off stage, you know he's going to be going for these off stage plays. And anytime you do something a little bit unsafe on his shield, the up B is going to be coming out to push you back off stage. So, and he's stuck. Yeah, he was in smash Monado there, so you got to be careful. You got to be careful.
Definitely wanted to drain it before he committed to come back to the stage, but Nico really not giving him much of an option. Now, pretty much the roles have been reversed from what we saw in that first game. Vision to see a really dominant display this time on the part of Nico.
Yeah, just the way he's been, Pandarian has been playing outside the shield. Monado in particular has been so good. Okay, gets him back on stage though. It was kind of a tricky recovery from Pandarian. Keeping center stage, using the nair to get to the other side of the shield, keeping the pressure on. And I like the little weights that Nico does too, because he knows he's in speed, he can cover a lot of distance, so he doesn't have to be right next to him. He can stay like kind of center stage and threaten a lot of positions. Buster again. It's gonna be gone. Still, yeah, you gotta be careful against that side B like that.
Yeah, I see. Far too many people fall prey to that flare blitz.
For sure.
Unintentionally, but it does happen. Oh my goodness, so the higher attempt on the recovery from Pandarian is going to be met with the up air, and this is going to be a clean string of damage for Nico.
Definitely. Almost getting the air dodge too to continue that string even longer, but 47% on Squirtle. This is looking like the reverse of game one.
Exactly. Just no answers this time on the part of Pandarian. Running into trouble. Nico essentially a brick wall at this point. Super deep, and again you see him trying to turn around that up B.
Oh wow.
Any damage is good damage. And the shield, excellent coverage. Shield is going to be so, it was at that point so effective against that big body of Charizard. Man could slide through like he's on skates, delivering that forward tilt. And that's final stocks a piece at the moment. Squirtle, the man you want to have in this situation is knowing that those low percents, I can really accumulate, stack up that damage.
Definitely. You can see him like trying to switch between some of his arts there while he was in the combo, but he couldn't get access to shield. Ended up being Buster and getting 70% already very, very quickly. This is Pandarian's not out yet. He can close out the stock. He can potentially.
Oh wow, he caught that air dodge from Nico, and he took a hefty amount of damage. The up air just narrowly missing. That is a scary situation to be in. And now Charizard, he can't be the go-to, but that shield art could have given him a little bit more life.
Yeah, especially when he's landing like that, he didn't want to get KO'd, so shield art is a good option there. But now we are back to last stock. These players are doing such a good job adapting to each other within the game on their last stock situations. Kind of crazy to see. What a grab. Okay, goes right into shield art, so still does so much. Like that upper still has so much hits and a knockback that you can continue to do it just a little bit as long as you wait a hair between those up airs. Yeah, he's got a. I like that you waited on the ledge there just a little bit to wait out the smash art from finishing.
I really like that Razor lead. Oh, but the back airs. How many times do we see Nico just pressure with the back airs when you're trying to reestablish some stage control, get off the ledge, and just able to connect, confirm, and get himself to W. So that'll prompt up an excellent game 3 we have for you guys brewing.
Definitely. Now we got a game 3 situation, and just the reversals that we're seeing from both of these players. First game started up with a huge 3-stock one way. The second one started up with a huge 3-stock. But then you have the little comebacks that happen within the game that make it super exciting. All right. And we're gonna go to Lilat for game 3.
All right, so honestly, I think this might be the first time we've actually seen Lilat make an appearance on the stream, at least. So definitely mixing things up is Pandarian. And going through a little bit of a loop. Let's see. He get some extensions off the platforms, but he'll set up with this early pressure. Look at that little jab game from Squirtle. He got them hands too.
Oh man, but poor Squirtle with the jab getting beaten out by the shield Monado. Unfortunately, will not be able to complete jabs.
Oh, I like that waterfall. That was clean.
Yeah,
Send him towards the other side. Nicely done, but it is Nico who regains control, and now the stage belonging to him at the moment, and he is not going to shy away from going deeper, perhaps a little too deep, as he's not able to make it back with the up B recovery. Going to lose that stock at 73. But sometimes, though, I mean, sometimes that's just the price you have to pay. You know what I mean? Like, because essentially, all you've done is at least keep the stocks even.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he had to commit pretty hard because of the way that Pandaren was using his water gun prior, just forcing him very, very close. And even the stage, I feel like, kind of helped him get that SD. Unfortunately, so a good counter pick for Pandarian's end.
Yeah. Facts. Nope.
Almost catching the air dodge in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Going super high, super deep. Yep, no surprise here. Get the air dodging back. Once he reestablishes control back to the stage, you see the speed Monado, or speed art, excuse me.
That was going to be so sick the way that he parried.
Wow, that was so unfortunate. He switched right into smash and then got hit.
Yeah.
And just got flung all the way to the right side. So really just kind of doing himself in.
That is a double-edged sword, right? All these Monados also affect Shulk, so when he's in smash Monado like that, he's also going to get so much extra knockback when he's hit.
Nico knows. He knows when to, which art to bring out at the right time, but just an unfortunate circumstance that went down on that attempt. Goes for the down air, not able to connect.
Yeah, and I think another strength of this stage is that it kind of mitigates the offstage forward airs that Shulk wanted to do, right? Like you saw him being able to recover a little bit underneath the lip of the stage, use the Ivysaur up B, and then go back a little bit. So it's hard for Shulk to really contest that as well as he might have with previous stages.
First to Pandaren, he is being super aggressive.
Like, see that? That's so good on the stage.
Oh, all right. Very fragile here. He's just going to go ahead and get out of it. Not taking any kind of chances. Imperative that he gets this stock off.
Oh man, he's playing out of the corner like that is so scary.
I love it. I love it. I love
Yeah.
the aggression. And he actually kind of knew he's probably likely going to fade this fair, but if I turn it around and get the up B, likely have an opportunity. There was no tech involved.
For sure. That's the counterplay to where Ivysaur and Charizard are going to be staying underneath the lip there. So good recognition from Nico going to this last stock. And boy, we've seen Nico make these comebacks, right? Especially when he's off stage now. He has access to, gonna have Buster just to build up a little bit more percent. And now Smash Monado's gonna KO with so many things.
This is gonna be so frustrating on the part of Pandaren if he lets this game get away from him. I mean, such a commanding lead. But I mean, you got to credit Nico. Definitely no quit attitude is paying off at the moment, as we've seen a couple of times throughout today's competition. But even with all that desire, not going to be enough. The fair, well-timed, well-placed, and well-delivered from Pandaren is going to secure the win. Definitely got a little too close for comfort, but he definitely has some of that clutch gene, and it certainly showed in that set.
Definitely a lot of back and forth play, especially in the edge guard situations from both of them. Stellar play. And now we have an interesting situation in this pool, right? 3 players have 2 sets. Nico having 2 sets, 2-1, Louis Money having 2-1, and Bestness 2-1, while Pandaren being 1-2. So he will be going down to the loser side of the bracket that we'll be having on later. But I wonder how these tiebreakers are going to go on, because it's going to be head-to-head. So
it'll be exciting to see how that one develops for sure. But again, big props to Pandaren clutching that out. Nico definitely making a sweat towards the end, though. He was certainly letting Pandaren know it could have gone either way, but Pandaren gets himself a dub on stream, which I know he was eager to do. So, shouts to him.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh man, we've already seen such. It's been great, man. I like the venue here. If you get a shot with it, especially with the jib camera, you can see how nice this is.
That's clean. Look at
that production on point. As soon as you point it out, they're gonna show it on screen. But a very, very chill atmosphere. A lot of ample room, for friendlies and whatnot. It's been a treat to be here at this Tech Summit.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know, if I'm not mistaken, should be Wadi and Ned coming up next, which will be fun.
Okay.
No doubt about it. Wadi, it's actually funny talking to Wadi backstage. It's like, man, I'm just getting to a point where I just want to play somebody else consistently besides Rob. You know what I mean? Like, I love Rob. Rob's my dude, but You know, I'm ready to put that big body to rest for a little bit and try something else out. So eventually down the road, I'm interested to see what Wadi's going to bring to the table. But I imagine for now he's going to stick with Rob throughout this invitation. A lot of money on the line actually at this invitation. 15,000. I don't think a lot of people realize that.
Yeah.
Definitely some big bucks that they're competing for.
For sure, yeah. So you don't want to be pulling out too many of your secondary characters right off the bat, you know, because you might end up losing a lot of money. But I totally get that. I mean, I feel like Ultimate's such a good game in terms of how diverse the characters can be, right? And you can pick up something and have amazing utility with it. And even if you get good with it, you decide you don't want to have it as your main. Having it in your pocket is always great against like some of these precarious matchups that you might come across, and especially if you're down like 0-2 in a set. In a match, rather, you can pull that out and potentially. We've seen that so many times where someone makes the 3-0 comeback with a kind of a pocket character. So the knowledge doesn't go to waste at the very least, because at least you know that matchup
Big
if
facts.
you ever need it. Yeah.
All right.
So I think Wadi for this tournament has gone all Rob, right? He hasn't been pulling out.
I haven't seen him pull out anybody but Rob.
Okay.
I think he's pretty committed to this running Rob throughout the bracket.
Right.
Unless a matchup maybe favorite just feels like a favorite.
On Ned's end, we actually saw him, like we're seeing now, actually go a lot more Joker in some of the sets we've had on stream than the Pokemon trainer. So might be seeing more of this Joker as Ultimate progresses. So Joker, obviously a very strong character. Again, having a pocket Joker like that, having a secondary Joker is going to come with so much utility, especially in some of these matches that you might not like. So going to be starting off with Joker, not going to go with the trainer.
I mean, he should start with the Joker. Yeah, you know, he found himself with some success. Obviously, it was just and a nail biter with Elegant. Almost was able to clutch it out in game 3.
Really close.
Elegant making an insane comeback really prevented that. But the Joker still looks solid. I don't think there's any reason to kind of shy away from him, especially when you weren't getting the results with the PT you were looking for.
Right. Absolutely the case. And I really like the way that he plays the neutral in particular. Like when he's at good ranges, he really understands exactly when he can use the gun and exactly when he can use the side B and put the pressure on, forcing Wadi to come in.
Yes. Kind of running him down, like the pressure thus far. Good job trying to keep him trapped here on the right side. That's the thing. Like the Joker's just kind of attempting to keep him pinned down. It can be so frustrating, especially when he's able to cover options so well. You see that routinely all the time with, you know, obviously MKLeo, and Ned not doing a bad job himself either.
No, there's that pre-patch Joker gun, hitting just a little bit more than just the vertical down plane, a little bit more to the sides. Okay.
Wow, okay, he was trying to make sure Arson was not a factor at all, but still with the top in hand. However, that's going to reset.
This is a great position to be versus Arsene, right? Like, you have all the momentum. They're burning time as they're stuck on ledge there. Or you're hitting them off stage more and more. So that was pretty much a wasted Arsene, so you got to feel good around Wadi's end.
That wasn't bad by Wadi at all. He pretty much made Arsene a non-factor in his first debut.
That puts them pretty much back to even. Oh, look at these aggressive offstage plays. And that's what we saw Wadi do a lot, especially at these high percents, right? The downer has a little bit of startup to it, and that kind of throws off the timing of people that might want to be punishing something faster like the neutral air. So he got a lot of mileage off of that in previous sets. Especially in the corner, you got to really watch out. Okay.
Yeah, that'll do it. Up throw, no doubt about it. That percent, no chance for Joker.
Definitely.
But still a chance in the match. Obviously, 129, pretty high percent for Rob, but nonetheless, Wadi, this is where Wadi can be so dangerous. He'll get that lead, and he's really good at being able to zone you out, and then just like that, you make an attempt to come in and slice your way through, and he's just going to apply so much pressure. Just look at this damage already accumulated, 91%.
Yeah, and you got to feel pretty good, right? Because he's most likely going to drain out this Arsene, and even if he loses the stock, he doesn't have to worry about it in the second one. So he's a pretty good shape as this match progresses. And you can stall. I love the way you stalled just a little bit there to completely take away the Arsene. And now we're back. 2 stocks apiece with a nice 100% lead for Wadi.
Oh, okay. I like that chase down. That was very effective.
Just retreating back to center stage. The upward laser anticipating a jump. Yeah, just the way that Wadi's been taking up space with these neutral airs fading in and out has been really difficult for Ned to go in against. But gets an opening here. Ooh, I love that. Just a little bit extra damage with the down gun.
All right, trying to close that space. Wadi doing a nice job.
Oh, just outside of range of that side B. That was crazy. Great spacing from
Notice
Wadi.
he has the gyro in his hand. Oh, but not going to matter. Wadi going to take it back aggressively. The up air. That is what he needed, just like that. And Ned finds himself
Look at the way
still
that he's
in a deficit.
Look at the juggling of the gyro. It's been so good, right? Like, he takes up space below him as he's T-dropping. He's able to do the neutral airs as he's landing. Just applying so much pressure. And now the burden is on Ned to really close this out. And you can see Wadi kind of understands that, so he backs up a little bit, right? Like, he's going to wait out this Arsene as much as he can.
He backs up, being forced back as well. This zoning game of Wadi starting to shine. He's even just from his spacing as well, which has been immaculate.
Yeah.
Stalling it out, and yeah. Wow. I mean, this is just tremendous.
Look at the
okay.
mix-ups.
Wrote off arms.
Mix-ups. Just kept him in shield, caught the jump. Almost got the side B.
Ned say, all right, you want to get super aggressive with me, I'll just settle you down with a forward smash.
Yeah. That's all you need sometimes. Oh, a quick back throw. Yeah, I love the way the hitboxes are being thrown out on the edge guarding sequences.
Getting met with the, I don't know, the yeehaw, man. I don't know. He rode that laser right into the blast zone.
Yeah.
See you later. Wadi taking game one.
What an amazing trade. What an amazing choice to go for laser there. Completely just beat out the side B. And again, cannot be understated how well he played around the Arsene. Like, anytime Arsene was out, he was either in the middle of a combo or like off stage to where he could stall it out. So that's going to be a difficulty coming from Ned's end. Okay, going into game two. Wadi up 1. Yeah, the raw combos have been so good. What can Ned do against this kind of pressure? And look at the little mix-ups, man. I love the way he like kind of drops combos and gets into a favorable position and gets to continue them by staying underneath. Oh, he goes all the way down there.
He dropped him all the way out. Bruh, that wasn't even 30 seconds into the match. And you're just kind of wondering what happened. Man is in a daze right now, both in and out the game.
Oh my goodness. And again, the way he did that, he just forced him to go low like that, even though he might have had like an initiation that he could have converted off fully. Just so good.
Oh, that's tough. Oh my goodness, and things not getting any easier as Wadi just continues essentially bring the pain on for that Hail Mary there, not able to connect, but Oseto with a back air. This trying to run off this gas of Rob. I don't think he touched the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, that's good. That was, Ned needed that.
Definitely, and
that
it was like the last part of the Arsene too, so props him for getting that. Oh, look at the percent. It's the Trump too.
Okay, like there. Oh my goodness. He's very good. Nice. Using that to his advantage to get his Arsene meter filled, but it doesn't even matter. Right into the blast zone. Arsene accompanying him. Yeah. And this really could be the nail in the coffin for Ned.
For sure. Between that first stock and losing that Arsene at the precarious position that he was full percent without being able to get down too much off of it. And now already stuck in the combo.
He's getting Arsene because he's getting slapped up.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
This is not the good way to get it.
Putting out the side B like that as the up B's coming out from the Joker's end, it's crazy.
It's bad when Arsene don't even like, you want to be a part of this match, and he does not because exit stage left as Wadi dominates Ned in that second game. Wow, that was impressive.
That was phenomenal play. Just
you're talking about you want to drop Rob, fool? What's wrong with you?
Dang. Oh man, yeah, in each of these situations, especially in the ledge trapping situation, you kept it so ambiguous whether he was going to do like neutral air, whether he was going to do down air, and that time he just did it completely differently with the back air. So, yeah,
that was just clean, man. So big ups to Wadi looking. Look at Wadi walking with that smile. Y'all can't see it, but he walking with that smirk on his face.
He's cheesing as he walks back.
He's walking with that smirk on his face, boy. That's that confidence.
That's well earned. That is well earned, honestly.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So I think we're only 2 sets out from completing round robin.
Right.
And then we'll be starting the official bracket. Yeah. So we're getting pretty close. But Vish, tell me about these sponsors we got.
For sure, man. Yeah, before we get into that topic, we got to shout out some of these sponsors. Facebook. which has been kind of crazy. We're going to have Mark Zuckerberg doing his keynote speech here at the Tech Summit at Slopes Arcade right before Top 4. Shout outs to Facebook. You know, they're doing so many things for the scene. At Cisco, also an amazing company. You got to shout out all these people that are supporting an event like this. I mean, where would we be without them, man? Just amazing, amazing hardware that they have. Props to them. And then we got the trifecta here of King Lan, GT Throne, and SRL. Crazy. RSL? Is it RSL or SRL?
Arsene.
Arsene. Yeah, so shout outs to them. Thank you so much for sponsoring this event and giving so much to this event. And we got Korean, the swap. The swap.
The quick swap.
The quick swap. That's what the commercials are for, the ads
So
are for.
we tell the
swap.
sponsors that's why we play the ads, but we actually just use it just for the commentary swaps, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Giving everyone a little bit of a break here. But, man, some of these sets have been so back and forth. I mean, that was probably one of the
more dominating sets.
Yeah, one of the more dominating sets that we've seen so far. But everything has been like 2-1 pretty much, you know. And I love the way that some, like, you have like little, for lack of a better way to say this, like little like round robin in terms of like love triangles in terms of this person beat this person, this person beat this person, this person beat this person. So we got a lot of 2-1 situations in pool 2. So
yeah. And that's the thing about round robin. Every game matters, right?
Every game matters.
And it can be rough, and it's definitely not your bracket format, you know. And even some players, when they'll go into an invitational and something like Summit or something, they'll complain about certain things of how it works, because you got to it's like sometimes you got to prioritize head-to-head over game count or vice versa.
I think
it's
here
just
they
the nature of the beast, right?
It's head-to-head, I think, here after the set counts, and then from there I think it's games, if I'm not mistaken, how they're gonna do it for the tiebreakers.
Yeah. I mean, makes sense. I think next up we have Void versus Elegant. I mean, I see Void on stage, so the last set he has to play is versus Elegant.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes. The last time they played was actually at a local MSM, where Void was able to take it over him with Joker. I think Joker is a pretty strong pick versus Luigi because he can't clip the ledge with side B like most other characters in this game, right? So in terms of like him snapping the ledge, he's either going to directional air dodge to the ledge or he's going to up B to the ledge. And if he's up being, then down gun's not going to be very friendly. And we're also on pre-patch, so you don't necessarily have to be super accurate.
Yeah. Got a little spray action going.
A little spray action.
But we even saw Ned counterpick Joker against Elegant.
While he was down a game, right?
Yeah, when he was down a game, and almost brought it all the way back. But that's that factor that you can't count out Elegant from in that last stock situation. He somehow manages to always make a comeback. We've seen that like 2 or 3 times, even in just this tournament alone, right?
Oh, yeah.
And Void was talking about, Void has had a fairly dominant performance so far in this Invitational, 2-0ing Wadi and 2 over Ned.
Right.
But he was saying how like he feels, even though he's up so much, that this is a potential loss for him, and all of a sudden, with the way that round robins work, maybe he ends up somewhere where he shouldn't be. So you got to put in all the work. You can't count anyone out.
Yeah, for sure. And, of course, someone as talented as Elegant coming into the fray. Best Luigi in the world, man. I mean, honestly, he's really the only one doing it on a PGR level, I want to say. There's a bunch of other talented Luigi players out there in the community, but this character's rough, man. And when your character is Luigi, there's so many matchups where it's just so volatile, right? Because he's just like, Luigi's a character where, my strengths are really strong, but my weaknesses are so weak, right? So having a matchup spread like that, being a solo main, it's a pretty rough world, especially in something like Ultimate where there's like a million matchups.
Right.
Man, many up airs, jeez.
And in this matchup in particular, when you eat a combo like that, all of a sudden you've built up their Arsene, right? So now you have to make sure you get this KO, or this could be a complete reversal in these kind of situations.
Oh yeah, of course. And that's always it feels bad when Arsene comes out to play a little earlier than expected. Because when you have to use the Arsene to just use it to close the gap in percentage, that's when it sucks. Because now, where Void could set up for an edge guard here, Arsene's nowhere to be found. Right. You have to use it. Down B, good DI. That move actually doesn't kill for a long time as long as you DI it correctly. It's very similar to Rob up air. I see. Yeah, getting to the corner of those blast zones there, very, very important. And we're going to see these aggressive type of offstage plays from Elegant over and over again, especially the way that he sets up with the plunger. Oh, no! Well, Elegant came in and he's rolling high, man. Maybe this tournament should have been in Vegas.
yeah. Bet it all on red. Why not? Luck's on his side. Oh man, I don't know how you could have possibly made that back up outside of getting that misfire there. Crazy.
So Void coming in, making quick work, just swift back air to close it right on out. 2 stocks apiece now. Void, I like the shield there, but didn't get the punish. And here comes Elegant starting things up from the sour nair. It's also a really good combo starter. Obviously, everyone wants to grab, right? But you can also start things off with sour nair. It kind of just pops them up right to that sweet spot where you can start doing the down air cycles and all that.
For sure. No, Elegant's also very good on picking up on these like kind of odd hits and doing kind of custom combos, understanding where he can kind of soft reset and get back airs or up airs and continue the string.
Yeah, just a little bit off on that angle, yeah.
Yeah, the up B kind of like hit him just a little bit to the left, so it kind of messed it all up. But now we're back to even. This is a
once again
really back and forth match. Really back and forth match.
That forward smash. Void is very good at nailing those forward smashes. Another thing I like that I see Void do with Joker and not a lot of other people, but wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Oh!
Are you alive? No, you're not.
Just
not
like that.
Smashville. Grab's the best combo starter, right?
This matchup allows for no analysis. Korean in 5 seconds, everything turns around.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, Void Elegant sets are one of my favorites to watch just because both of them are so explosive, right? They just come in, they do their damage, try to get the stock, and then it's like back into neutral, but they're just holding W at each other. They're just going in.
Yeah. Nah, 2 amazing players for sure. One thing that I saw, at least in the net set versus Elegant, is when he kind of kept outside of the range of the plunger, and then he kept doing side Bs and going above him with down gun. It seemed like Elegant had a little bit of a hard time kind of like that, like just being outside of that range and with punishing it just a little bit. But Elegant has been playing against that kind of style for so long that he definitely has counterplay. And a lot of times we saw him do the rolls into those huge charge-up smashes in that set, so can't count him out.
Right now, both of these players being very hot in their pool so far. I believe both of them have not dropped a set yet.
I think so, yeah. That sounds right.
Yeah. So, very, very great start for Elegant. A little bit more even start. Arsen's out to play, but he's at a percent where Void can try to set up something. Get 90% and counting, got the dot ticking, but Elegant is the one that gets him off stage here. I love the gun stalls coming off of Void. We see him use it when he's recovering, and we also see it when he tries to set up an edge guard. Again, not going to die. I mean, we do have higher ceilings, but just great DI on that down B.
Yeah, we've seen so many players get relatively low percent KOs against a tornado like that. So props to Void for doing the perfect DI and getting the KO with that forward smash.
Yeah, you have a lot of time after that down B. It does have frame 1 intangibility, but believe it or not, that move is about negative 40-ish on shield. Negative 40.
Jeez. A lot of times people are just scared as soon as they hit it, right? So they let it go unpunished maybe a little bit more than it should be based on that frame data.
And Void right there, he knows how negative. Oh, whoa. You're at 30, though.
No.
He's at 30, though.
No.
Oh, no.
My goodness. Going way out there. And that's one of the weaknesses of Luigi, right? Just kind of having that linear recovery. You understand that they have to side B at these positions. They have to do up Bs at these positions. So if you go all the way out there in anticipation of it, you can make huge plays like that. And the platform also helped out so much.
We're not going to get a 3-stock, are we?
I don't know, man.
Oh, okay. Grappling hook not quite reaching its mark there.
Yeah.
Directional air dodge. Oh, man, this could cost your life, but Void getting right out of that. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
That could have been a whole world of hurt there.
It definitely could have, right? Could have evened this right back up to 1 stock apiece, but
that stall to get over the fireball pressure, so it's the little things, man. It's always the little things, right?
Yeah. Definitely. And even like the way he's trading with some of these fireballs, it allows him to keep position and be close to the ledge, whereas some people would kind of retreat back.
Right, some people give, oh wait, can he make it back though? Oh, tried to seal the deal with the back air stage spike, but no go there. Tries to get the pivot grab. Elegant trying to find an answer here, but Void not giving it to him. There's the gun stall. Has to go to ledge though, but the back air to get the ledge jump. The pressure was relentless.
Yeah, I mean, even on stage, outside of that ledge trapping situation, as soon as Elegant was on shield, Void was on the left to the left of it, to the right of him.
It's just so fast.
Yeah, so fast. Like some of the hitboxes that like the shield was dwindling, so Elegant was in a tough spot for like the entirety of that last part of that stock.
And a lot of times in those ledge scramble situations when you guys both grab the ledge at the same time, most players opt for the quickest option. Ledge jump is the quickest option off ledge in terms of frame data.
Right.
So a lot of these top players, they if you have like if you're the one who grabbed the ledge first, they kind of get ready and try to hit the ledge jump from the second guy because they don't want to get trumped, right? So they're gonna want to pick an option. Really good awareness there coming out from CLG's own Void, and we're gonna go into game number 3. This set's a slaughterhouse, and I can't believe we're already at game 3 already.
Yeah, it's
so
just
fast.
the back and forth is crazy, right? The momentum swings are wild, and that's what's gonna happen when you have a character like Luigi on the stream.
Oh yeah. And I mean, Void definitely knows like how some characters just have ridiculous strengths and ridiculous weaknesses. He used to play Pichu, so definitely a character that is like pretty much the king of that.
Yeah, kind of embodies that kind of archetype for sure. Ooh, okay, gonna be punishing with the up smash out of shield. Gets Arsene. Stuck in the ledge trapping situation. Oh my goodness, that was such a well-timed out. A B.
Yeah, do not touch my shield. It might cost your life right there. And Elegant gonna go ahead and get the lead here in this game number 3. There's that down B, disrupting the combo from Void.
That is such a huge swing.
Yeah.
Oh no, again?
Just for damage? You know what? I'm just gonna pop the up B just so I can get the friend Arsene out here, but the counter, maybe not the greatest choice there.
Right. Oh my goodness, jeez.
Wow. Like, I mean, we were talking again.
Oh my God, this guy's an up B maniac. He's a monster.
Fun fact: this is the first game that you can B reverse the up B out of shield, or just like in general. So, very very big deal.
Yeah.
And I mean, Elegant definitely abusing that. Tries to get the down gun. Man, almost got reversal there on the gimp. And Elegant is still running away with this game number 3.
Definitely, and even the side Bs are getting beaten out by the Tornadoes. We got one more Arsene here, but they're getting absolutely destroyed by the Luigi combos. Oh my goodness, he's off stage down tilt again.
My. Rinse and repeat. Are we going to get the finish? Yes, we are. Elegant seals the deal game number 3, and he's going to go ahead and go undefeated in his pool.
Oh my goodness, what a strong showing in that game 3. What looked like it was going to be a very close game 3.
Yeah.
Elegant said no.
Elegant just really took the lead that first stock and just had all the momentum. And I guess Elegant's not the biggest sharing kind of guy because he didn't share any of the momentum with a poor old Void there on that game 3.
A little bit selfish, which should love to see. Man, just the first stock in particular, right? Just having the Arsene be completely destroyed with that up B out of shield was such a huge momentum change. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I believe we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and when we come back, we're probably going to get straight into bracket here because
that was
pretty much done with all the pools, and that was a nice and very nice and exciting just a beginning, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. You got a little taste
best
of
of 3, just a taste.
A little
but
taste
now
of what's coming up.
We're going to get to the good stuff. We're going to get to bracket best of 5. Make sure you guys stay tuned.